Heidi ho, here we
Hi,
are.
Alan.
Hi, how you doing, guys? It is
Hello.
simple
Hello.
path time. Hour late, but still here. Hope you guys have had a good holiday break. Just a tiny bit. Just a tiny. Right. So yeah, hope everybody has had a wonderful holiday break. I can't tell if I'm like relaxed or if I'm actually more tired. It's between large roast ham and a lot of cleaning and a lot of work. I am I feel like a roast ham.
I see.
But how's everybody been? How you guys doing?
Well, we've been chilling over here.
delicious with. Be like a
Wha-
roast ham, plump and delicious.
Well, plump for sure. I'm not sure about delicious.
Ah,
I'm not exactly sure
Vera.
anybody wants to come over here and sample me. That's not encouraged.
well, quickly Vera sees him.
Let's see. Yeah.
Come on, come on.
Just remember, we are all meat that can be seasoned.
That's true. That's what the cannibals say.
Thank you, June Juby.
And as they say, it all tastes like pork. Well, anyway.
Yeah.
So,
Ah, Lubo.
long pig aside and Lubo aside, last we left off, the party had departed from what was the name of the place again? It was called
Haven?
Vladidovsky?
well, you're in Vladidovsky.
Oh,
Skopgorod,
Yeah,
that's
but
it.
we're...
what town?
Yeah.
What?
It's the port town of Skopgorod, where you had, for a short bit, stopped in, gotten all your affairs in order, declared all your non-existent cargo, so that the officials did not go rummaging and ransacking through your ship and levying heavy fines on you. On top of that, you have avoided potentially bad things happening. Should the officials have seen Vair. Now that has happened, but then that you managed to skirt by that, and are now voyaging across the marshy, hilly landscape of the northern Vladidovsky area. There you have had your struggles with the uncooperative terrain as well as its inhabitants, including what look to be marsh lights, and as Mallory has found out, a witch fire, which seeing him alone out sleeping in the outside the nice magical house that Chaiko conjured, proceeded to curse him quite heavily, in fact, impacting his strength, lighting him up like a Christmas tree, how fitting, with a fairy fire effect, and most devastatingly of all, had Sira not purged it with a remove curse, a semi-permanent vulnerability to fire, which would not have been very good at all going into Firegrove.
No.
No, Mallory is sleeping inside the hut. Or at least he got his 2 hours of requisite sleep, taking shifts with people, and there was no further disturbance during the night. You also successfully identified what a witchfire is, which is what allowed you to purge its curse, and are now resuming your path up to Firegrove Valley.
Wow. All right.
So now, also, yes, as the morning light has come up, something I mentioned at the end of the last session, but because of rather disastrous attempts at navigation towards the end of the middle of the night, you guys not even seeing your hands in front of your faces with how dark it was, even with dark vision. What am I saying? With dark vision, you found good terrain, but when you woke up in the morning light and you could see color again and make out depth, you found that about 20 feet behind where you had planted the hut, was a sheer cliff face dropping off into the ocean. So, good job. You guys
Who's driving the cart again?
Sorry,
Who's
usually.
driving the cart?
Yep. And it was Karya driving the cart, and it was, I believe, Flick on navigation.
Hey, Kari, can you breathe into this for me real quick?
Breathe into what?
Making a drunk driving joke.
But yes.
Or at least I'm trying to.
I see. Okay. Sorry, you can't do that. I'm not all
But
here
yeah,
yet.
holds up
you
an
know
empty
that's fair.
Plucked an empty reed out from the marshes. It's like, here, breathe into this. But yes. So, let's see. You have you're traveling pretty light on personnel this time. You've got Vair because you summoned him from the ship, choosing not to expose him to the streets of Vladidovsky or to Skopgorod specifically, to minimize the chance of him being seen. Okay, something Vark would have be privy to, though Vera missed it. Vladidovsky, as it turns out, is a nation with some history when it comes to dragons, namely very combative, and a big claim of royalty for the current lineage is that they have a bloodline of dragon hunters and dragon slayers. And there is some concern that if people were to see Vair, they may take that as a ripe opportunity to raise their social status, and just their general status in life.
Aren't we dragon slayers?
Yes.
But we have a dragon, and
have
we
a dragon.
also have that dragon with us now.
Yes, you have a dragon. You did not introduce yourselves as dragon slayers, so nobody in Vladidovsky knows that about you guys yet, or doesn't know that you guys are there yet. They just know that there was a thing that happened over in a different country where, for the first time in a very long time, a dragon got killed. They don't know that was you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I can roll with that.
Mm-hmm. So yes, you guys are rolling on north. I assume you guys all pile back into the wagon, excluding Mallory, who is, of course, on Esmeralda.
Yeah, sounds like the plan. I know that we were heading straight to Firegrove basically at this point.
Yep, I believe just to first check if it's feasible, see how bad the environment is, and then see whether or not you can brave it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay then. You guys continue moving on. I'm going to need another animal handling check from Aria. I'm just going to roll on Flick's behalf. Jake will be here later, but he is currently entangled with something else.
Where are we rolling for?
Navigation.
Navigation.
And piloting, basically.
What's the navigation roll?
Survival.
Yeah,
That's
survival.
unfortunate.
Let's get Karya his handle animal. 22.
Okay. Definitely better than Flick's last roll. Since it is still
Indeed.
figuring out.
Stop licking.
Did I roll knowledge geography?
You could.
As a means of just helping this situation out a little bit. 22. Wow, that's not that good for me. Okay.
Still good. That is still above a 20. That's damn good.
Yeah.
Right. So, Flick, once more, kind of half his brain on the actual navigation, half of his brain on charting new maps. Since he's got the magic map basically always off to his side, automatically charting the area. Meanwhile, he is copying it over onto other charts, and then using whatever is transcribed to direct the cart along. That works better in the macro scale. Cannibus, you take over in the micro scale. looking at the different parts of the geography, directing Karya to places where you believe the ground will be more firm, where it'll be less waterlogged. Another wonderful thing is with the morning rise is brand new clouds of insects which have decided that they love the sun as much as you guys do.
Get the
as-
Checo bug zapper.
As more
Is it-
mosquitoes and midges fill the air all around, as the morning is relatively cool, and then as it settles into afternoon, it begins to get more warm and muggy. And the closer you approach to Firegrove, the more the wind begins to pick up. But that wind is hot. It is rolling waves of heat gathered on billowing air, which only seems to drive the insects into even more of a frenzy.
Oh, good.
So yeah, everybody gets more than a few mouthfuls of insects as the wagon rumbles along. You manage to avoid the worst of the sodden ground.
If it helps, I can also, like, if it seems like Chaiko's fly swatter thing is not enough because of the overwhelming amount of insects, I'll stand on, like, the opposite end of where she is in the cart and light a torch and just kind of gently wave it around so the smoke will,
The
what is it called, repel.
fire and the smoke does have some effect. You light up a torch. I assume you get up front, because if you sit in the back, you're going to light the inside of the wagon.
Yeah, I'm not doing it under the cover.
So yes, which also helps to cover the one entry point that the insects are mostly taking. Also, side benefit is the warm air begins blowing the smoke a little bit inside the wagon. People have to deal with maybe a lungful of smoke on occasion. But what it does succeed in is warding off the majority of the insects, sparing people from that. And you and Karya up on the front driver's seat.
Nice.
There are still some that are tenacious, but overall the smoke and the fire helps to ward away the insects, sparing you that particular nastiness. Hopefully malaria.
Yeah.
The wagon continues to trundle. You manage to avoid the worst of the sodden ground. There's one point where you go up a hillside and it collapses in on itself, seemingly rather than an actual hill being one large grassy bucket of gas that swole up to such a size that it resembled a hill. Your wagon wheel pierces through the grass, releasing a massive wave of rather unpleasant smelling gas, which spooks the horses. But with Karya at the front, he manages to keep them under control. Thankfully, gas being seems rather heavy does not rise to your torch, which if it would have absolutely resulted in a blast. With very least fire everywhere. Because methane. It's becoming ever more evident why people do not make this trip very often, and why it's considered by most to be a rather treacherous go, even before taking Firegrove into account. It's just really unpleasant. And not great for heavy transport, as it turns out. The mud is both, unfortunately, stubborn to both your horses and your wagon, and it's slowing your traversal significantly. You have to carefully pick your path or get stuck in sucking mud, which then requires double or quadruple the time to get through as it normally would. And overall, when the official said to travel light, it becomes more obvious why that was the case. By the time you end up closing the amount of space you probably would have covered in about 2 or 4 hours, it's taken the better part of the day. Even with 2 large horses pulling the wagon and carefully picking your path, it takes quite some time. And combining that with the unfortunate and unpleasant elements of the environment, whether it's the gassy bubbles, the wet ground, the mud, the insects, everything else. This place just sucks. And
do we get there
not yet.
in the end?
As it is right now, it has hit evening by the time you've traveled this distance. That is 1 square of distance is taking you from morning to evening. By this time, you would have normally been in the valley. That said, you can continue to go and chance running into more of those marsh lights and whatever else is out there, combined with the new rise in temperature, which will be rather unpleasant but manageable, or you can hunker down early and wait for the next morning light. Question becomes, what should you like to do as you forge forward? Do you want to stop and rest, or do you want to continue going?
I feel like we're not too beat up right now. It's probably better just to fucking get there. The marsh lights weren't fun.
Yeah, but someone was wanting to sleep outside. If we all sleep inside, marsh light should be,
Should be
Yeah,
fine,
that's true. If we sleep now, we can start moving again, like first light, which means we would get into Firegrove proper. What?
Have
around,
you-
like, noon?
Have you used your quick sleepy spell this week?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
You can only do it once a week?
No,
Yeah,
I can
that's-
do it
Well,
once a
people can
day.
only individuals can only benefit from it once a week.
That's actually not a bad idea then.
Oh wait, is that true?
Yes.
I couldn't. I
believe,
can't remember the whole thing.
if I remember correctly, the ability to get a full night's sleep within, I believe it's like 10 minutes, is exclusive.
That's called Napstick.
Yeah.
Knapstack.
Knapstack.
Da, 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 da.
Yes, so it's in addition, if the creatures continue to sleep or rest beyond the initial 2, to recover from injuries for 2 hours instead of the normal 8. In addition, if creatures continue to rest beyond the initial 2 hours, every additional 2 hours counts as a day of rest for the purpose of recovering hit points, ability. Yes, so it speeds up natural healing, as well as for recovering ability damage, afflictions, diseases, poison, and other things like that. If woken up, creatures can only enjoy the benefits of this spell once in a 1-week period. You can cast this multiple times for different creatures. One individual creature can only benefit from this once per week.
Oh, okay, I see. Well, should I use it now?
If you use it now,
I mean-
and you could continue traveling, you might be in Firegrove when night falls.
I'd say let's do it.
Which might be a good idea, because if Firegrove is this place where everything is hot and on fire all the time, going there without the view of the sun might make it slightly cooler,
It's possible.
right? Yeah, because the sun might aggravate whatever normal temperatures is already there. What you guys think? Do we get there when it's nightfall?
Probably not, actually. We probably want to see where the fuck we're going. I guess we should just catnap.
I think I'm with Karya. I'd rather see where we're going in new territory.
You know, I could just have Polari just be constantly manifested like a few feet in front of us as a sort of trap detector. It's okay, he won't get hurt, I think.
Yes, but that doesn't stop a dragon from swooping down on top of us because we didn't see it.
I have pretty good eyes. Mallory has pretty good eyes.
I have special eyes.
Still would like to see it miles away, then immediately after it's here.
Yes. That's what I did on the boat. Did you not know that I did that on the boat?
No. Okay, then maybe we can.
Weren't you on a lookout at that point in the crow's nest?
Yes, but I still did it without the aid of binoculars.
Well, I don't think it's very likely that a dragon will swoop down on us given the decreasing presence of them in that area, but other creatures that stalk at night might take advantage of the opportunity.
You know what? Give me the top. What's the topography like where we're at right now?
Where you're right now, hilly marshland.
Yeah.
Ahead of you,
Okay.
mountain range.
Okay.
Okay, mountainous. Can we make a roll or a check to determine what kind of creatures we would know would typically come from fire hot mountains?
Well,
Sure, that would be either knowledge nature or knowledge planes.
Let's see. Oh fuck! I just closed my sheet.
Larry, Cannabis, will you give yourself an aneurysm today? Yeah. Yeah, you will.
I could also commune and ask the divine, hey, is it a good idea to continue? Hey, is it a good idea to sleep right now?
Okay, so knowledge nature. You said knowledge nature or knowledge planes. You said that. Okay, I'm gonna, because I feel like these guys are a little bit more scary, so I'm gonna go with knowledge planes. 23. Oh.
24.
Okay. All right. So, if anybody wants to roll knowledge nature and cover that aspect of things, they may. But for Kanabos's knowledge on what to expect ahead, going off of how elementally aligned Firegrove is with fire, go figure, it's in the name. You could expect a number of either naturally resistant creatures to show up. That would be things like fire drakes would be potential. You could expect salamanders are possible. That being not necessarily the little amphibious lizards. No, it's these humanoid torsoed snake lower half fire people. You could also potentially expect any what do they call it? What are they called? Yeah. What are they called again?
Elementals?
Almost. Well, you could expect elementals, yes, in places where a lot of elemental energy of particular type crop up. You could expect fire elementals or even lava elementals, magma. You could expect fire plane touched if they set up shop there. It's not impossible. Various types of those who are influenced by the plane or those who are descended from people there. Right, that's what they're called. Ifrit.
Ifrits.
Yes, you could expect things like Thakwas. You could, especially in rocky terrain, they might be more prevalent. Basically, anything that has a general either resistance or thrives in especially hot environments where magma or constant burning is present, you can count on that being there.
Good.
It also makes it no surprise why a fire dragon would set up shop there.
Also what we could do, because how many hours would you say would it take for us to get into Firegrove if we left now?
You would probably get there around the late night.
Oh, okay, I see. Because I was gonna say, like, if we did knapsack and slept for a little bit, and then left, we might make it there at first light. But if not, then I don't know. I think we'll be fine either way. I don't think anything detrimental is gonna happen. Anything crazy. I think this territory is equally as dangerous than that.
It's the final decision.
I'm on team. I want to wait till more. I don't know. Arrive in new land with sunlight.
Okay.
Who else is on team sunlight?
I vote in blank. I go with the majority.
As do I. I'm okay with either plan. Both seem solid enough.
Conform.
Sheeple.
Okay, so by voting, I am currently the majority because I've only had one actual vote.
Yes.
What'd you vote on?
I'm on Team Sunlight.
Whether to go now
Team so we
or later. One would have you arriving there in the dead of night. One would have you arriving there at first light.
So Julian, you want to ride there at first light or dead of night?
I want to when we get there, it is sunlight, so we can see what is going on.
That's probably for
That
the
is
best.
All right then.
That Team Sunlight is my lovely home.
I just
So
hope that this time nothing bad happens during the night.
all right, so
Never
Team
thought
Sunlight wins, I guess.
I never thought there would be so much in common between Mallory and Chico.
You mean
We're the bone squad. I feel you
both
you
love
have
the
the
sun.
fossil bones.
You both
What?
love the sun. That's why.
Oh, ha ha. DM, I cast Sundown. It changes time to night.
By the way, could you send me the exact edicts of the Lady of Lights? The anathema and the whatever the other ones are.
Find those
You could send those to me later. I just need them at some point.
later then. Okay then. So, you guys bunkered down for the night, presumably using Chico's hut.
Mm-hmm.
Taking shelter for the night. There is at one point during the night when all of you are woken up by a hefty trembling in the ground. This happens a couple more times throughout the night. At first, it sounds like a stampede, and then like an earthquake. Anybody that would look through some of the window shutters would see that what is actually happening are active volcanoes exploding in the distance.
Uh-huh.
Oh, great.
Lovely.
That doesn't sound great.
That sounds par for the course, actually.
Let's avoid those.
It's hard to avoid them when they're majority of the terrain.
Let's just
I don't want to get Vesuvius.
If you do, make sure at least you're in a memorable pose. Okay. You manage to get some sleep that night. It is occasionally disturbed, but rest you do. The cabin is a bit cramped. You've got a dragon in the middle, a horse. You also got the two mammoth horses outside, poor bastards. And a total of 9 people inside the cabin. So either you have to scrunch up and share beds, or you need to use your bedrolls, which I'm sure some of you still have.
Where'd the extra come from?
Hmm?
Hold on. Yada yada yada. What was it? What was that spell called? My beloved house spell. It was called.
Checo's tiny little place.
Secure
Chaco's
shelter.
little man zone.
Man zone.
Jacob's man cave.
Chico's fox den.
I don't like the sound of
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
What? It's a little
Chico.
hole in the ground. That's where foxes make their nests.
I know. Anyways, carry on.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
I guess a better name would be Chico's hole.
Don't.
We not.
Get it, everyone.
But
Get in
maybe not.
Chaco's hole.
Like a foxhole, no boys allowed.
Chico can fit a lot of people in her hole.
Okay, before we lose the plot, please.
Already
DM,
lost it.
DM. I cast. I don't want to be here anymore.
I cast dismissal on Chico.
This is what it says. It's called dismissal.
I grant the wish.
Anyways, so wait.
I
You
cast
said so. Yeah. Secure shelter has.
as a
Secure
total
shelter
8
has
bunks.
8 beds. Yeah.
8 bunks. Yeah.
Where does the 9th come from?
You have 9 people. It's the what do you call it?
Wait,
It's 7 fire. No, it's 7 plus fire plus kit. So it'll actually be 8 plus fire.
Yeah, that sounds about right. He'll just say, "Where'd the
Mhm.
9th come from?"
Mhm.
Last time,
Miscount
everyone
on my
fit in
part.
all
We
snug.
just got so well. To be fair, last time we didn't take market account.
Just stick him in a corner while he was disassociating.
Okay. It's a tight squeeze in the cabin, but you managed to get some sleep. The amount of bodies crammed in it does not help for the temperature, which tonight is a scorcher. It's probably being used to living in more Arctic regions until this point, even with how warm and tropical Haven was. This is probably the most all of you have sweat in some time. And when the morning comes and light breaks, when you guys awaken, you're dehydrated and the hut is like a sauna.
Siren, don't you have Endure Element?
Yes, one moment. As inside of Siren's head, there's multiple different little mini Sirens, like that one episode of SpongeBob going through filing cabinets, and they all, for some reason, look like Muppet versions of her. So, one moment. Endure Elements. I go through character sheet and I look for it.
Because if you don't, I do.
Just Chico rolls
do.
over
I
in
have
her bed.
communal.
Mom, where's the fan?
Oh, what? What level is communal Endure Elements? Hold on.
Should be a level 2 spell.
Ah, yes. So lasts for 24 hours, divided into 1 hour increments among the creatures touched. Wait, so if I divide it amongst people, it only lasts for an hour per person?
You can divide it up
No, you can-
however much you want, but you're dividing it up in 1 hour increments. So if you had 2 people, you would split up into 12. You could do it 12 hours per person. If you have 4 people,
Oh,
so on and so forth.
so if we're in a party of 7, that's 24 divided by 7. That's 3 hours per person.
I was going to ask to essentially give more time, air quotes. You want to cast one spell, I cast one. and we do 2 groups of
Get
it
6
essentially.
hours, yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
All right,
Yeah, we
so
can do
yeah,
that.
we can do. Yeah, so I'll waste a level. I'll use a level 2. I almost said waste. That's disingenuous.
Wait.
It's a little disingenuous to say waste. I'll also cast Camille Endure Elements. We'll just say it happens.
You guys awaken. You cast a spell. It helps with the stifling heat and the humidity. Once you get the door open and get some air circulating, that helps as well. But the air here is warm and heavy, and it's not. The sun has only just come over the horizon. So you can expect how warm it's going to be in Firegrove. At this point, I would say you more than likely would want to switch into your heat-resistant clothing.
Indeed.
Let us do that.
Let us commence forth.
Shed some layers.
So, more or less, I assume this will look like a circulation of people taking turns getting changed. Jacko gets a similar robe, one that is a little lighter in the fabric and allows air to breathe through more easily. Karya gets a version of the outfit that the Bugbear made specially for him before. This one lacks the fur trimmings and other things like that, and instead goes for a little more skin being shown, and a lot less on the layers that were in the outfit. I keep going into detail. Everybody was there to get their measurements. Overall, the group gets a set of duds which are made of thinner, lighter, more breathable fabric that already feels just pounds lighter than the stuff you were originally wearing. Whether it was the sweat or just the difference in fabric and how the heat was affecting your own strength, it's a relief to change into. After you're changed and the hut is dismissed and you once more continue, the horses are already seeming to struggle. This is not the environment that they were made for. They are mammoth horses. They are acclimated to cold weather environments. And while they're stout animals and smart to boot, this is definitely not their home turf. And between the wet ground, which, as you approach the mountains, gets drier and drier. So there we go. As the ground gets drier, there's less resistance there, but then the ground begins to also get harder. And there's a further continuous upward slope as you approach one of the inlets to Firegrove Valley. The warm air gets hotter and hotter and drier. And before, where there was an all-encompassing humidity, now there is the air so dry it leaves your tongue like sandpaper. It is at this point you guys are going to be more than likely whacking through your water rations. Though you also have people here who can conjure water, which is going to help greatly with this.
Yay.
Does anybody actually have a note of how much water you guys have on you?
No. From what I can gather, I don't think any of us have.
Actually, it says that we can exist comfortably within 140 degrees. Unless it's higher than that, I think we should be okay for the most part.
Yeah, plus I have create water as an orison, so how much we have doesn't matter. I can just keep adding
Damn.
more.
Okay, well, Fuck me, because the environment doesn't matter. Right.
Magic be damned.
Magic, just ignore every difficulty in life. Jesus.
Yeah, that's kind of why it exists.
Fair. Well then. Mhm. Just make sure I'm getting this correct. Yeah, it is an Orison. How about that? Yeah. Right. So, combined with the ability to generate unlimited water at demand, and your new clothing and Endure Elements, although Endure Elements does have a limited run on it, by the time you actually get into get to the ingress of the valley, the first span of Endure Elements runs out. So I'm going to ask one of you two to tick off a second level spell, if you have it already.
June, that
Well,
be
for
you.
the Endure Elements?
Yes.
Yeah, we both did. At least I marked my spell slot as being used.
Well, if one of you casts it and the other one casts it, it doesn't stack in terms of duration.
Well, yeah, that's why I suggested we do 2 groups.
Oh, 2 groups. Okay. So okay, so you're doubling up on the duration by splitting up how many people you cast it on. Okay, very smart. With that, you're able to yourselves be fairly comfortable. Are you going to share that with the horses?
That would probably
Let me
be a
see,
smart
let-
idea.
Yeah,
Yeah, 'cause-
let me run the numbers.
As you get the
Yeah,
first
sure.
couple of hours underway, the horses are visibly struggling to haul the heavy cart behind them. Yes, they're having to take frequent breaks. They're having to take frequent breaks to drink and to rest. If you're able to split the duration of some of the duration of Endure Elements with them, that means they can continue to pull the wagon forward without interruption.
Hey, Mallory,
Yeah.
do you want to keep splashing the horses with water?
I can do it.
Buckets of water.
They're gonna want more than just being splashed with water. You start
Drink.
chucking buckets of water at them, they're going to go on strike, and they are smart enough to do
Oh.
that.
Wait, create water is a cantrip.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes, they're going to want to actually drink the water you give them, not have it just be thrown at them. I'll make just to be clear on that.
Well, no, okay. Just to be clear on what I'm suggesting is, while we give them their water, and while they're pulling a cart, splash them with water as they move. That's what my idea was.
Let's see.
You can have
But
it rain on
I
them.
can,
That's
but
true.
also I can just, oh no, another spell slot's gone. Oh,
Okay.
woe is me. Now they have 12 hours.
Okay. That also works. So, making sure to properly water and take care of the horses. The wagon's movement is once more restored to consistency. Okay. This is the point you first make your entrance into Firegrove Valley proper. Here, the heat rackets up to a level which previously I don't think any of you have experienced.
I mean, I feel like them getting set on fire by the dragon was a pretty close experience.
I experience it every day sitting next to the car, yeah.
Sure, it's not just a
Haha,
stank.
wink wink. No. It's because
but,
he's so hot.
but yes, so with the benefit of endure elements, it is bearable.
What happened?
Oh.
Anyways, who wants to jump into a geyser?
Geyser,
What
that's
you mean?
scalding
What
hot.
you mean? What you mean? A hot tub?
Exactly. See, Chico gets it.
Okay. So, that's sorted. Once you actually reach within Firegrove and you start pulling into the arid, cracked, hot ground, even just the wheels running over it the wood of the wheels begins to sizzle. The metal begins to crack, it begins to creak, and even through the endure elements, the heat begins to rise to an uncomfortable level. And then it rises further to the point where you feel like your skin is on fire. Fun fact, ambient temperature around active volcanoes can reach from the hundreds to the thousands of degrees Celsius. So, when you said before that you've experienced this kind of heat before from a dragon's breath, you're correct. For a moment. Now you're experiencing it consistently. You begin to see the tarp on the wagon smolder and smoke. Your own clothing begins to feel brittle. Your skin and your lips begin to crack. And for a second, it feels like the magic isn't even there protecting you. And then, Siren, through the heat on your skin, you feel something on your throat.
Huh.
Karya, who would be sitting right next to her, would see a amber light begin to emanate from the skin on her throat in the shape of a dragon's scale. It lights up, continues to brighten, and then there's a pulse, as well as the sound of a roar. The wagon, the horses, and everybody in the direct vicinity of Siren feels a wash of some intense magical energy wash over and then cling to them. Like a fresh, oily coat that then dissipates. The feeling fades in a matter of seconds, but the intense heat doesn't burn quite so badly. The wagon is preserved, it's no longer smoking, the metal is not threatening to warp under the heat. And as the sun begins to rise and is now beaming down directly into the valley. The mountain's no longer giving you cover. Through the volcanic ash clouds, it beams down, but the heat that you would normally feel on your skin is no longer there.
Oh. Well, that's handy.
It seems
Now-
Orthos took into account your guys' relative lack of immunity to fire.
You're muted.
This is beginning to concern me more and more the deeper we venture into this place.
Now that I think about it, I don't think I know where to find him. Should we ask around?
Well, I don't know who we're going to ask, but more than that, I can make an assumption.
Do you remember? Since you left, do you remember the general direction?
I did not live here. The Orthos moved. But there's one thing I know about dragons. Well, there's many things I know about dragons, but there's one specific thing that I know about dragons. They like to perch.
So we should go to perhaps the highest place?
That would be my guess. An ancient dragon, of Orthos' caliber at the very least, would most likely have... Well, in my mind, he would want to lord over everything, and having the highest seat would allow him to do so. Then
Using
again,
a
I am
conver-
biased.
Oh, sorry, finish.
No, I said that again, I am biased. I hate him.
Well, I mean, using a combination of, I guess, of like perception and knowledge geography, could I like potentially find a peak or something like that, or like something befitting what car, or even fucking architecture? Even if someone's like even like built anything here, I doubt it, but we'll see.
Yes, you may absolutely roll something like that if you wish to.
Okay, I will roll perception first. Oh fuck! Okay, 41, not 20.
Great.
What do you see with your special eyes?
Yeah, what do I see with my special?
Okay,
eye?
well, I was previously I was going to be very sarcastic and say, "There's a peak, there's a peak, there's a peak. Welcome to the mountain range." But now I have to give you something, you lucky bastard. Shows me. Well, as it so turns out, at least from where you are right now, and from what charts you could see of Firegrove Valley, it is not a terribly well charted area of the world. Go figure. It is enclosed on all sides by nations that are not terribly cooperative, or just straight up underdeveloped, and as a result have no reason to have ventured in here and charted it. So there's no landmarks most people know of, no intelligent civilizations that people have consistent contact with. People who have ventured in here have talked about sometimes being helped out by natives. But they're also hard to reach and hard to communicate with, so usually trips in and out of Firegrove are kept quick and sweet. As for what you can survey from here and for what limited knowledge you have of the place, there are a few more distinct, larger peaks within the valley. Getting to them is going to require some maneuvering, and are going to go places that the wagon is not going to be able to go. Go figure, it's going to require you to scale several of the mountains to be able to get to the larger ones. But if you could always try and find alternate paths up. There are, in particular, 3 larger peaks that you can determine from here. One is here, one is here, and one is here.
Out of sheer curiosity, could you mark the first one that you pinged?
Absolutely.
I got this one. I got this one. There it is. Thank you.
Triangle.
Mhm.
Actually, it would make sense if he set up shop at the farthest north. I only say that because I believe I came from here.
Yeah, you came
What if
came from somewhere up around here-ish, yes.
Yeah, so I mean, if he retreated down, I suppose that would be the closest route.
here's the thing though, if he moved, perhaps he did so in an attempt to further protect himself, right? Because there was a whole attack on the dragons. So what if he's underground instead of up high, and he's in the middle of those 3 peaks? He's a fire dragon. If we go underground, we might encounter a lot of lava, so he wouldn't have any issue with that.
Orthos is not pyroclastic. I don't believe that he would actually get much benefit on being underground.
That's fair.
Regardless, we are passing them.
I guess it wouldn't hurt to check then.
And perhaps your dear benefactor, Siren, will give you more directions as you approach.
I hope so.
Yes, I hope so.
I would assume so.
It is becoming ever more clear
Anyways.
to Siren how very little she actually knows about the coming situation and where to actually find him. Then again, Siren has always been a woman of faith, so, you know.
So talk to God. Where is he?
Oh, all right. I cast commune.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
Let me just remind myself.
Well, hold on. It's a ritual cast. It takes a while to cast, doesn't it?
Takes 10 minutes.
Yeah, but we're in the cart. It's not like you have to like get out.
No, yeah. On the way, as we're traveling, she'd cast commune inside of the cart.
Okay.
I just gotta find it. It's a higher level spell.
It's a 5th level spell.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
What, huh?
Oh, and it's a domain spell, so teehee free.
Wait, I
Well, sort of.
forgot. I'm a.
Does require
forgot my
holy or
spellcasting is like
unholy
a-
water and incense worth 500 gold. So, when you do that, you're gonna have to strike 500 gold off of your savings.
Yeah. I had when we were at the seat of the gods, I had purchased more supplies. Holy or unholy water, incense worth. I think I have the incense and the holy water. I can create if
You
needed.
can bless
I can
water,
just...
yes.
yeah.
I would say arguably the most important part here is the 500 GP worth of incense.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I have that. I only
Yeah.
have one thing of that, so I guess if I want to do this again some other time, I'd have to just,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, just strike the money, I guess.
In that case, yes.
I'll just, I'll remove this now then.
If you remove the incense now, you just label it as 0 so you have a reminder to buy some more later.
Yeah.
Now then.
So, yeah, she'd
You-
bless water preemptively, use the incense, cast the spell.
Okay. You cast the spell. You spend time within the wagon, beginning your extended prayer to Meluna. And after some consistent prayer, a wisp of ash descends down from above and comes to hover and move alongside the wagon right next to you, floating in the air to your left, where you're sitting on the driver's bench.
Ah.
Make your inquiry.
We are searching for the legendary dragon known as Orthos. Will we find him within a high peak, such as a mountain?
The wisp crackles for a moment with a couple sparks of lightning, and then says, unclear.
Oh, they don't know.
That is concerning. Can they point us in any direction?
Yeah, well, it has to be a yes or no question is the thing.
That's unfortunate.
Um, are we more likely to find him north?
No more cracks of lightning or electricity jumping through the cloud. Simply almost like neurons firing. Yes.
Right, so he might indeed be in that peak, just as you mentioned. Wait, how many questions do I get?
You get a round per level and a question per round, so now 7.
Are we being followed?
Yes.
Are we being followed by those
Yes or
of
no?
the Iridinian alignment?
No.
Just, just to know. Oh, it said no?
No.
Yeah, I would imagine it would be from the people of Flaminsk or potentially Orthos in some capacity.
Wait, Flaminsk?
They're dragon hunters. They
Vladidovsky?
kill dragons. Vladidovsky, I'm sorry. No,
Okay.
my bad.
Yeah, I was gonna say Flaminsk. Wait, so 7, 6. I have 5 questions left?
You have 6 questions left.
6.
asked 3.
So are we being followed by the forces of Orthos?
No.
Are we being followed by forces from Volodidovsky?
No.
What?
Oh my god, wait, what about the people from the Titans Arm? We didn't think about that.
Oh, are we being followed by forces from the Titan's Arm?
Yes.
Why didn't we ask if we were just being followed by potential enemies? Because I feel like
Yeah,
that would
I-
have there.
Well, potential enemies is anything. It would have said yes, and then I would have continued to ask, okay, going down the list of enemies, is it this? Is it this? Is it this? Because at this point, I think we probably have a lot, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Are
So-
they...
3 more questions
go ahead.
left.
Wait, how many questions?
You just
Is it
asked 3,
now?
so it's another 3.
It's another 3. What were you gonna say, Cheka?
I was gonna say, so we're being followed, chased by my past. What I might have misheard, but what prompted all these questions?
We're trying to
did we
find
notice?
Orthos, and we communed with the entities around here, and they agreed that he is most likely farther north. But the problem is that we are at the baseline here, so north could technically mean anything, but we're going off the assumption that this is the one that we're looking for.
Right. So we just happened to randomly switch towards our people following us. That I was about to say,
no,
did I
because I
miss?
thought I was like, I have a lot of questions within this spell. It's a high level spell. I got
Might
as
as well.
much as I was possible to get out of the where is Orthos, because it didn't really know. It just gave me it's probably north. And I was like, well, what else do I ask now that I have so many questions left? And
Okay.
You know.
I was more okay. I guess I didn't miss anything because it kind of just like, wait, why are we asking about enemies?
Yeah, that was more
Okay,
so
never
like a gut feeling just to make sure that we're safe, and I guess we're not. If I have 3 questions left, I will then proceed to ask. Well, actually, does anyone here have a specific question they want me to ask?
Well, one.
Well, we can ask how far away they are.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was going to be
that's-
my next question, is if they were within a day's travel.
Yeah. Because
So-
if that's the case, I might have.
That means we will
Might
have to
have some
continue
fun.
forward. I hate to tell you this, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but I doubt that they're anything compared to Orthos, and I doubt that they would dive themselves headfirst into something this stupid.
No, I don't think they would put themselves in that kind of danger.
Yeah, but what about when we have to come out?
Yeah, they may
Right.
wait for somewhere weakened.
Probably. I mean, we have to go through this, choke point down here. So, and as she points to the map as we're discussing, I think they're not going to be foolish enough to go into Firegrove. I think they just wait for us down here. But since we are being followed, I'll ask: are these forces within a day's travel from us?
No.
Okay, so they're farther. Yeah, they're probably not going to go into Firegrove.
Far or maybe close, actually.
Well, within a day's travel would be meaning that if we travel for 24 hours, would we encounter them? But the answer is no, so it would take longer to get to them.
That or they're closer than 24 days or 24 hours.
No, she said within 24 hours.
Within 24 hours. Okay. Okay. No, I didn't hear the word. Okay, we're good.
You could also ask, are they on this? You can also ask if they're on this continent.
No, if they're less than
I-
24 hours,
yeah,
then they
I
would
agree.
already be here.
But they're behind us, yeah. And Volodovsky still.
Fair.
We could get a little bit more information about where they think Orthos might be, maybe? They did say the northernmost mountain, so
Yeah,
that actually
they don't
that's
know
actually
exact
fine.
position, but they did say more likely to be north.
Siren asked, are we more likely to find him further north? And they said yes.
That's right, yeah, they don't actually know where he is.
I could ask if Orthos has any intention to harm us, maybe as soon as we get to him?
I doubt that they would know that.
Well, what do I ask? I have 2 left.
See if there's anything that we might have to potentially fear in Firegrove Valley.
Oh,
There's
yes.
a lot to fear.
There's a lot
I
of
know.
things to fear.
Oh.
Wait a minute. There is something I have been concerned with for quite some time, actually, and this may shed some light on it. Quest, this is a bit of meta knowledge here. Not really meta, I guess. It actually makes plenty of sense. Orthos had plenty of people under him when Kari was living with him. What were his colors, and what was his flag, if he had any?
Oh, you're asking colors as in, like, what his coat of arms or his flag were?
Coat of arms and whatnot, yeah, because I'm assuming that Kari would have seen his brothers in anything and something, unless he didn't really have something like that, because, again, big dragon.
Big Dragon, who also ran a shadowy info network. Because Orthos was himself, while brutal, he himself was not a brute. He was absolutely a schemer. Much to what some people much to the contrary to what a lot of people would consider normal for his brood and for his color. You knew Orthos to be for what little time he allowed you in his presence to shadow or spectate his dealings. The times you could be a fly on the wall. He was a schemer, and he had his network. He had his vassals, his thralls, there to fulfill various needs, including on those is things like wet work, conquest, and of course spycraft. That did not, however, mean that he didn't have his symbolage of the organization that he ran. What you know is that people didn't go out in uniforms. They did not have a flag they flew. There was no nation of Orthos. And given what you know now, you suspect this is because he prefers to take security in obscurity, given how rare dragons tend to be and how some people are a bit too slap-happy in trying to get a name for themselves by killing a dragon, as well as what eventually happened to him with his entire hideout being torn to shreds by an opposing dragon force. He had good reason to keep things relatively close to the chest and not try and call attention to himself. So he would not have like a flag flying over his secret headquarters in Firegrove, you're fairly sure.
Yeah, I'm more so asking if there are people wearing his coat of arms in Firegrove, because Karia suspects that Orthos doesn't actually have any of his... Karia suspects that his brood, less it be said, is fractured after the attack because of Jortashane, and several others making their moves seemingly independently.
Even before the attack happened, Jortashane and your other half-siblings, now kind of siblings, did not wear uniforms. There was no emblem. You do know that there was the occasional branding that happened, so maybe in the form of tattoos or brands. Those could be symbols of loyalty or servitude, but there was no standardized uniform, coat of arms, weapon that people wore on themselves to show, I belong to Orthos, I work for Orthos.
Damn. I doubt there's anything I could ask then. I was going to say if we could at least find something.
I could ask if there's any traps that we are likely to encounter along the way within Firegrove. I would say if there was any traps that we are likely to encounter going or coming back from Firegrove.
Is that your question?
Yes.
Yes.
I guess that's something we would have kept an eye out. There's probably natural traps in the landscape of Firegrove, and there's also probably traps in Vladidovsky set up by the Titan's Arm people. The last question. Is this mark on my neck given to me by Orthos likely to negatively affect me in any way?
The wisp of smoke draws closer as if to examine the mark on your throat. You sense an air of uncertainty, and the smoke seems to warble, and then perhaps.
It's fair. Probably
And
got something to do with some kind of control.
with that, that is your final question. The smoke crackles and then begins to dissolve as it drifts back up into the atmosphere.
Sorry, at the end of the commune, Siren would bow in a gesture of faith.
Okay.
Who is this?
Jake.
Oh, Jake.
So,
Hello.
like a spirit in Dark Souls 3, I invade.
Welcome in.
To the
The
beat.
soapstone finally
Crap.
worked.
I'm going to use it to wash Karya.
No, please.
Sorry, soapstones are cool enough. They're not strong enough for that.
True.
That's true.
So yes, to catch you up very quickly, Jake, the group has just gotten to Firegrove. The mark on Siren's neck activated, wrapping the group in a protective magic that shields from the several hundred degrees temperature within the valley. And Siren has just finished questioning a divine entity on what you guys can expect in the future.
I see. Excellent.
Yeah. Apparently, Orthos is probably in a northern peak, like mountain peak, and we're also being followed by Titan's Arm people, but I don't think they're going to follow us into Firegrove. I think they're going to wait for us on the way out. Probably, maybe. I thought about ascending to Orthos, but given the whole, he probably has magical protections in place protecting. I know he didn't when I called him the first time, but maybe he thought I should reactivate those in case people start sending me sendings randomly. So I don't know if I do it a second time.
We're literally here, and he called.
Yeah, but I have his mark. Maybe he's gonna use that as like a Marco Polo.
He has caller ID.
I send a sending to Orthos.
Bray, you're muted.
He's muted because he got up to use the bathroom, but he's speaking to me in real time.
I see.
Listen, if I'm some super mega magic lizard, all I'm saying is I would have caller ID on my message.
Lizard?
All I'm saying.
I don't know. I don't know. Is it possible for someone to create a system of caller ID with the sending spell so they know
Caller
who's
ID?
sending them?
No. Generalized protection against unwanted intrusion? Absolutely. Which I believe...
Unwanted intrusion, though.
Yes.
What if it's someone you're expecting a message from?
Well, then you can make special provisions for that, given you have the correct spells. That said, you guys have already been hit with the consequences of anti-sending protections. So you guys at least have experienced it before.
Have we? You mean the mark?
I believe at least one of you got a psychic backlash once from ascending, and you, Siren,
Oh, that was
immediately got responded to with a scry.
Oh yeah, to see who it was.
So they immediately knew your location and what was going on around you.
Hmm. Should I send a message to Othos? What do you guys think?
Porthos,
at this
can pick
point.
us
I
up,
think it'd
please.
probably be. Come pick us up.
Can you come pick us up?
Orthos, come pick us up. We're scared.
Where's your house? Is it the one next to the mall, or is it a block down from that?
It's a ranger mile down that way. Now, in
No one has
seriousness,
any
are you
objections.
actually poking Orthos by ascending?
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna
Hmm.
save that as a plan B. Plan A, let's go through Firegrove on this path we're already on. Let's keep an eye out for anything dangerous, for anything trap-like, and let's just make it through the peaks. We can investigate each peak, and if we're having a real hard time finding him, then I'll send him a message.
Okay.
Yeah.
What does your Uber Eats is here?
What does your Uber eat? Your boba tea?
Your Siren Express. Sear to perfection.
That's perfect. I could start a business.
I feel like if we had any raw meats lying about, just by having them out in the air and in Firegrove Valley, it would cook.
Probably.
It would just
Wouldn't that mean we'd be cooking?
If you did not have
We have
magical
magic.
protection, yes.
That's true.
So yes. Okay. Wagon continues onwards, now with further information and a potential backup plan, should you really absolutely need it. That being phoning up Karia's dad and saying, hey, we're lost, can you come give us some directions?
Not doing that yet.
Siren in the side say, just ask for directions. Beautiful.
Bless you.
So I can just making sure something in the background.
Yeah, you still have the five. You still have the 5 mimics in the back. Don't worry. Yeah, they're still there.
Well, one of them you left it back at the ship.
No, I mean the other ones, the ones that are going to sneak into our luggage.
Hmm.
You know those ones?
Oh, for sure, yes. Like the teacup mimic.
I forgot about that one.
Nasty little fucker. But yes. Okay.
Anyways, north we go.
North you go. Now that all of you, the horses and everything are protected, the ground is more solid, though continuously uphill. The traversal is easier. Not perfect, but easier. You continue trundling along, and you make good time within the day. parched ground transfers to broken and sometimes interrupted terrain as it becomes craggier, becomes more unstable or more or less flat, and more as you travel higher, you see the occasional dribble and then stream and then river of magma. Or lava, considering it's above. Yeah, above
Earth blood.
Yes.
Anyways.
Earth blood.
Earth
Yes.
blood.
Who has the fishing rods ready?
Me.
Who's ready for a star drop?
If we catch fish in this river of magma, it's already going to be cooked, ready
Hey,
to eat food, just like that.
Hey, Julian, I got this Reaver shark. Oh, where it got nerfed.
You'll be able to dig right through the mountain if you have one of those. Okay. Yes, just make sure not to wake up Calamitas at some point.
Don't worry.
What a strange
They're-
voodoo doll.
they're
Wonder
fr-
what will happen if I throw it in the lava.
Someone just immediately starts screaming in agony.
Hey, Cannibals, I found this weird doll. It looks a lot like you. Trips.
And then Cannibals turns into a wall of meat.
Anyways, we continue. We push forward. What time of day is it?
It's at around noon now, as the sun is now directly above you. If the heat here wasn't already being suppressed by the magic, then it would have been even more oppressive. But thankfully, that's not a consideration at the moment. Orthos's protective magic seems to be doing its job quite well, stopping you all from spontaneously combusting, even with the benefits of endure elements and with the fire protection that Kit and various others have at the ready. Right. Continue trundling along. At one point, you are forced to. Well, at one point, you do kind of have to come to a halt, because in front of you is kind of the only navigable path forward. A deep rend in the earth has a likewise rather deep river of lava running through it. Earthblood, as Peppy so eloquently put it, where a thin, rocky bridge spans over it. How do you wish to overcome this? Do you wish to continue on? Some of you offload and follow along with it to reduce the weight. Find an alternative path. The rock that it's made of, igneous and somewhat flaky looking, does not look entirely trustworthy.
Can we go around?
As it stands,
Yeah, we can go into. We can go into the chasm, or we can go across the bridge, the naturally occurring little flaky ass bridge.
You can either go across the thin, stony bridge, or you could try to find another way around, which will require you to take a detour. There's, however, cutting across your path, a river of lava, which you're going to have to find another way over or around. Likewise, further up the way, you see an actually constructed bridge made of brick. But that will require
How
you
much further up ahead is it?
well, it's further up the path, which would require you to surmount this natural bridge.
One moment.
Also further up the path, you can see what looks to be some sort of guard tower. It is built into the side of a smaller volcano.
Oh.
Interesting. How big is the gap that we have to cross? Like how many feet?
Out as wide, almost perfectly as your wagon.
Okay.
Kind of suspicious.
You would have to perfectly get the wagon over the bridge with no deviation to the side. There would be like a margin of an inch.
I don't trust like that, yo.
Yeah, but
Well,
they're
it
too
looks
risky.
Well, here's the thing. I could potentially use either stone shape to make the bridge more stable, or wall of stone to also do the same thing, or just make a new bridge of wall of stone.
I mean, we
It's
could
not
also just
wide enough or
we could
stable
also just expand the bridge with wall of stone. Just stretch it
That's
out a
true,
little.
but the bridge itself is, you said, like kind of flaky.
A little bit.
Yes.
It is made of igneous rock.
So I don't know if that's gonna withstand the weight of the whole cart with everyone on it.
Well, maybe
Hold on,
not,
let
but we
me-
could probably do it one at a time.
You could,
Yeah.
but yeah, you
Hold
could
on.
maybe see about actually like enforcing it with stone shape. I think that could be kind of cool.
Yeah, that could be pretty good. If we can find a way to enforce it and also expand it, we might be able to get across safely.
Can I do that with wall of stone?
With wall of stone, you could potentially bring up the wall either underneath it to reinforce it. You could put it up along the sides as a temporary reinforcement. To widen it would be dangerous because you would potentially end up putting more strain on the bridge. Stone shape you could use to potentially make it denser. To a shape that yeah, you can change the bridge to be denser, more stable. Maybe shape the bridge so it's a little more even, so that the wheels are less likely to go off the sides, because it is not a perfectly shaped bridge. There are bits and pieces on the sides that are kind of like wavy or go a little bit in and a little bit out. So you could try and smooth the bridge and make it more stable with stone shape.
But I can't do that and make it wider.
Stone shape would allow you to alter the shape of the bridge. You could not make it wider without making it more unstable, because you'd be taking from the pre-existing stone.
Oh, that's true.
You can manipulate a total of 19 cubic feet of stone with a single cast of stone shape.
I'd say probably to minimize shit, we should probably get a few things off of the cart, and us including the people cross first, and then someone pilots it across. I feel like would probably be a little helpful in this scenario.
Oh, okay. So, like, make it wider for the cart, but then we cross individually. Like the cart goes with one person
kind of
piloting it, and then everyone else goes by themselves.
Yeah.
No, I mean, like, still, I'd rather it be more reinforced so it doesn't fall. I'm honestly not really too concerned about its width. I'm more concerned about if it falls, because if it falls, it doesn't matter the fucking width.
That's true.
That's true. And I highly doubt that all four of the wheels are going to tumble off at the same time. Karya is strong enough to at least lift the wagon if one wheel gets a little janky.
And then he also has Vair, who's a big fuck off dragon now.
That is also true. I could help.
Yes.
Vair could also help me. So we have two strength powerhouses. They go, one of the wheels is loose, and then we just pick it up.
Do we stay on the cart then?
Well, no, we all get out of the cart, and one by one we'll go across. Karya will probably lead the cart across. And then
Fair. I mean, we probably don't have to go one by one. We could go in like a group of 7 or 2 groups, and then the cart will go. Or send the cart first, and whatever happens, happens.
I mean,
Yeah.
this in reality is just like semantics. I'd say the less people we have on the bridge, the better. We just go in twos.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's,
I agree with
let's
that.
do that. I will use stone. I can use stone shape to make the bridge more reinforced.
Wait, hold on. I have an idea. I might have something cooking. You continue on. I need to see some. You continue on.
Whichever I can use to make it more reinforced, either this one or this one.
Noted.
And then we'll all get out. We will send the cart first, and then we'll follow in groups of 2s. I guess plan B, if the cart starts to... If something happens with the bridge or the cart, we can have Kari and Vair carry it across.
Okay, so I was right. I have something I would like to put on the table. If how depending on how cautious we want to be, I can cast fly, and I should be able to lift a person over one by one. Depending
Not
on how
bad.
cautious you want to get.
I mean, I can also polymorph and carry people over and fly them over.
Yeah. What about the wagon?
But yeah,
What about
I don't know if I
Esmeralda?
could carry the wagon. I could probably carry Esmeralda. Just one horse as a coatl?
Also, Esmeralda could probably just go over the thing alone. And if we were really talking about carrying people, Vair is right there.
Actually,
Yeah.
here's another question: how deep is the pit beneath the flaky bridge?
Like a 2-foot drop.
Well, here's the thing. You can't really see how deep it is because it's lava.
Okay, I thought you were talking about a separate lava river. Okay.
No.
That
So-
changes
If you will look at the roll 20.
Can I place a few blocks down to see how far? Like,
No.
Let's.
No, Steve.
Water buckets?
I put glass blocks on the bottom. The glass. Wait, Mallory has water. Mallory, just put water over the lava.
Yeah.
You know
That'll do
how
it.
much water I would need to produce.
Yes.
Let's see. Okay, slash
Yeah, no, listen, we have
spawn
Mallory
warden.
pour it over. Yeah, we have Mallory pour water over
No,
the lava.
no,
then
no.
Then we mine it for obsidian.
Is this how he uses the fire plane?
Yeah, but we need diamonds for it, and I don't think we can
We
make
need
pickaxe out
diamonds,
of...
bro. Siren has diamond powder.
We need
Yeah,
we,
that's
we
not
need
enough for a
diamonds. The
pickaxe.
entire circumference of all of Vark's current issues.
That's
Need
true. We
to
need diamonds.
On a less comedic but still off-topic note, I'm still not used to how large Fire is now.
Yeah,
He's
it's a
very
big,
big.
that's a big thing. Hey, Vair could carry the cart.
Well, again, we talked about this. Between Karya and Vair, they could probably carry the cart. But that's, again, it's a big-ass cart. I'm kind of going off the assumption that, again, Karya will just lead the cart across with the horses. And if we're very careful and everyone is watching it and the bridge is stable, we'll just have to be super careful that it doesn't fall off. And if one of the wheels goes off, we can just grab
I'm
it.
actually kind of curious. Compared to the average cart, how big is this cart that we have?
Very
We have
big.
a super cart.
Yeah,
It was a whole
Yeah, we have the
subplot.
Humvee.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
This is,
a whole.
Yeah, I know,
yeah.
but like,
It's big, it's
okay,
heavy,
but like,
it is
It's an
metal
APC.
reinforced, it has bullet hide on the sides. It is a heavy cart.
Yeah, it's
That's
effectively an APC.
how much?
Yeah, Mr. DM.
Okay, wait, how many pounds can Karya lift?
Arya and Vair. Let me see. Let me pull it up.
Let's see. Karya's current lifting capacity to lift over his head. It's under additional. To lift off ground is 2,400 pounds, which is
and she's sitting on the edge of the
Yeah, the average, because I was just curious, like the average cart weighs around 1,100 for a 4 like horse-drawn carriage.
This
Would weigh
one is
around that much.
significantly heavier.
Yeah, this one is significantly bigger. That's exactly why I'm saying that he wouldn't do it alone,
Arya
because there's
would
also
not be able to
Vair.
lift this off the ground.
Yeah, no, 100%. The thing is with Vair, is the thing.
Yeah.
With Vair, Vair with his size increase can lift 12,800 pounds off the ground.
Mm-hmm.
The nefarious ant hall spell.
That's true. Antall is the thing.
Yeah, Antall's a thing, but also with Vair's size increase, he can lift almost 13,000 pounds.
Yeah,
I think he
Vair,
can do it.
Vair, if he got a running start, he could fly, grab this, and bring it over to the other side. That would, however, require him
No,
to
no, no.
get a running start.
I'm not suggesting we carry the thing. I'm suggesting we take it over normally, and if one of the wheels falls off, between Karya and Vair, they can lift the thing a little bit to get it back on the road.
I mean, what matters in the end is that it gets to the other side. So could we pick
Yeah,
one?
let's just get it to the other side.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Yeah,
Just do it.
Yeah,
Why
if one of the wheels goes off, we'll stop. We'll go pick it up, and Vair and Karya can just get the thing.
Yeah, I won't lie. I've been trying to mess with my token, but there it goes. Thank you.
Ugh.
Can everybody
Yeah,
control
it
their
was,
tokens?
Yes.
Let me try
I
it.
can't use mine.
I was gonna say, so what I was going to try and go and do was like, can I just go on top of the thing and kind of, probably not a good idea, but jump on it to, not jump, but like tap tap.
You could try and test out the strength of the bridge, yes?
Yeah, sure, why not? I'm just gonna, while everyone's doing their thing, just kind of tap tap.
You jump once, it collapses. Very repetitive.
What do you touch it with? Do you just
My foot.
You're just stepping down with your foot.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't decide which one I would want more.
Oh no, that's terrifying.
Do I ask for a strength check or do I ask for a sleight of hand check?
No. Significantly less scary. I would say strength would probably make the most sense.
Yeah, give me a strength check. In this case, that's just a raw d20. So you have, I believe,
Yeah.
a 10 in strength.
My strength. Yeah. No. Yeah, that's what I do.
Raw dog in it. We're 9. Yeah, you kind of very, as much as your body is able to, the dainty as you are, you give a little whack down with your heel, with your slippered heel, and yeah, it's firm under your foot. You could walk across this pretty sure-footedly.
Well, at least they ain't gonna crumble underneath me. So it still gives me some frame of reference of what we're working with. It's not so brittle as to you sneeze, it's gonna break apart.
Mm-hmm.
Which is kind of what I was. What am I? Oh. What am I?
Can I get a perception check, Chaco?
Let me see. Let me see if I can. If I'm confident in that. The answer is no. I'm never confident in my perception rolls. Not 6.
Well,
Yeah. Yeah.
so you do not see, though perhaps the others see, as some of the lava off to the side begins to bubble. This is normal. Sometimes there's effusions of gas or things that come up through the liquid rock. To some, it would be a little bit suspicious that these bubbles seem to be happening at the section of lava directly to the side of Chaiko, where she is currently got her robe pulled up a little bit, has one of her feet forward, pressing down on the stone and earth just to test its strength. And people would see as a head would poke up from the lava. And over the hissing of the gas escaping the lava, the burbling, the spattering, and just the general noises that come from volcanic activity, Chaiko does not manage to hear the aggressive speaking and hissing from the head that pops up from the lava, and seemingly annoyed with being ignored, it decides to make its presence known in a rather unfriendly manner.
Let me see, what's my reflex? Because I have a feeling that's going to be very important all of a sudden.
Chaiko, what is your flat-footed AC?
Let's see. Flat-footed. 10.
Well, how about that? Don't you have some things of protection, though? Some magic items?
Of what? Like, what exactly?
Don't you have like a ring of protection or a brooch of protection or something like that? Because those should affect your flat-footed AC.
Does it?
Yes, if it's deflection bonus, it should affect your flat-footed AC, as well as your touch AC.
Oh no, no, it's not deflection.
Oh, oh well.
At least I don't think. Was it? It's been a minute since I think it was like a. What was it? Ring? Oh no! Yeah, guess what? No, someone else has that. Never mind. I gave the ring of protection. Someone else has it. Yeah, I had a. What was it? Bracers of protection. I don't know what
those would be like braces
were counted
of armor.
as. Yes.
Yeah, that would be armor bonus. Anyway, so this guy, being a bit unhappy with being ignored, leaps up from the lava and proceeds to, let's see. That meets your AC.
Hilarious.
Yeah, as you take 8 bludgeoning damage. One moment. And what is your combat maneuver defense? Your CMD?
CMD is that's 4? No, wrong thing. 18.
He beats that. As
he beats it,
everybody watches as a salamander hoists himself up out of the lava, screeching some sort of profanity to anybody who would understand Ignan, assuming somebody speaks that, as he wraps his long, fiery serpentine tail around Chaiko, who is thankfully unburned by the flames that are emanating off of the salamander, and then proceeds to hug her in a constriction that threatens to crush her as it begins screaming something in her face. So,
Oh shit. Okay. Don't worry, Taco, we're coming.
Help! Actually, fun. Well, I want to say fun fact, but I can't do it right now. But I should have. Let me see. I'm pretty sure I have a spell that lets me commune with elementals.
Iniziativo.
Yeah, I have elemental speech. Shame I can't use it right now.
so if people would be so kind as to roll their initiative. Can you not control your token? Frey, if you're talking, you're muted. Something went very quiet.
Oh, there we go. My mic.
There we go.
I can't add myself to
Oh,
the
good. I
turn
can,
order because
I can control both tokens. There we go. I couldn't control it prior. Now I can.
I just straight up can't add myself to the turn order because my sheets don't work.
I'll go and add you to. I'll add a turn for you. Go ahead.
All
roll
right,
your
if that's the
initiative
case. Yeah. Some things never change.
then.
Some things never fucking change.
10.
I'm actually.
10.
Birds fly, grass grows, and Trico is slow.
+2 still. Let's see, will this still work? Yeah, it does. Ain't no way.
Beauty.
damn.
I'm so mad. I am actually so
Hot damn.
mad.
That is just perfect. Well, shit.
Oh, that makes me. Oh goodness gracious. Give me 2 seconds to make sure Kit's things work.
Okay. Sort the initiative.
That's what that was.
Okay. With that, I believe that's everybody's turn order. We begin the turn order with the salamander continuing to spit some sort of invective into Chaiko's face as he continues to constrict her. Which is ten points of bludgeoning damage as Chaiko is squeezed. Vark, you're heading up the initiative order. What would you like to do? Mark? Vera?
When the world needed him most, he vanished.
Varg? Vera?
I could have sworn I muted myself like a minute ago, but I guess not.
Well, now you're here. So,
Yeah.
how is Vark dealing with this travel interruptus?
That is a very good question. My first response would be to retaliate. However, I don't want to start any
Sorry, an international incident.
fight immediately if I can help it. Thing is, I don't feel ignorant. I'm not. No. I have comprehend languages, but that only would only make me able to understand, not speak ignorant. So I am going to stick to a better safe than sorry approach, which will mean that Vark is going to step out of the cart and then approach the salamander. Like so. Before drawing his rapier and pointing it at it. Trying to get the point across of let her go, or I will attack.
Make me an intimidate check.
Alright.
And while you're doing that, also make me a perception check.
Absolutely. There are probably more of those guys. And a 1 and a 2. That's a 28 perception. And on the intimidate, a 9.
It had a 31 on its stealth. As a result,
Oof.
yeah, it rolled rather high on that one. As a result,
What?
as it surfaces, it springs from the lava with a spear in hand, and then it proceeds to hold that to your neck.
Alright, you know what? Fair enough.
The one holding Chaiko is not cowed. As a matter of fact, you see the coils around her tense even further.
Okay. Given the fact that there's a spear in my throat and not in my throat, I'm going to I'm going to glance towards the cart and yell. Well, not yelling. That might be construed as being offensive. I'm going to speak more loudly. Loud enough, hopefully, that they all can hear me. I'm gonna say something like, they don't appear to be inherently hostile. Try to see if we can talk this through.
How?
As Chaiko falls in the fireball radius.
No, it's not fireball.
I know
Electro
it's lightning ball. You know what I'm talking about.
That the ever so affair. Yeah, perfect.
Sure. Flick. What do you do as your turn?
Flick's just gonna turn the other and say, all right, which one of you knows it? Which one of you knows what they're saying? Anyone?
I know an elemental language or whatever, but I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know Ignean. I know Infernal.
Same here.
If you can get me out of here, I have a spell for this.
That's true.
All right, hold on. And Flick will pop off the cart and run over.
Wait, is Chico grappled?
Yes.
Yes, I am.
Currently in someone's coins.
Can I just came back. I can use a instantaneous spell to cast Escape Artist on Chico, which allows her to remake the save. I think with the bonus. I have to check the spell. I just
It's
can't.
not a save.
Well, I
I'm
actually
a
have
bit indisposed right now.
It's called first things first. No, I didn't make a save yet. That's the thing. I didn't make a.
Yeah, there was no save. It was a grapple check against Chico's combat maneuver.
CMD.
So anyway, we'll get to that bridge when we come to it. Flick, what are you doing as you approach?
Well, I want to try. Yeah, I also want to try and intimidate.
Okay.
Yeah. Just trying to go off of what Vark says, and if failing that, I may just try just straight up physical force, because we need to get Chico out of this. Let's see. Yeah. I'll attempt to make it intimidate as Flick bares his teeth, and with his hand on his sword, but not necessarily drawing it, he just snarls at this salamander grabbing Chico and just says, "Back off now."
Okay. Trying to channel a little bit of that backstreet swagger. You approach.
Yeah.
Hand on your sword. Clear
And then that
threat.
salamander comes out, and now he's really like the conga knight.
Make the intimidate check.
Does he get a bonus because he's with the posse?
He gets a penalty because he's not speaking their language.
Yeah.
Can I?
You know what?
Can I help?
When it's your turn.
Do you speak
okay.
then?
What's the minus for not speaking the language?
You know, so you do get a penalty for not speaking the language, but hypothetically, if I were to just scream and roar at them, would you don't feel like you need the language for that one? I think that one's pretty straightforward.
Mm-hmm. So a penalty if you're smaller than the target. Yeah. So, the circumstantial penalty for not speaking their language is -4. So that's effectively a 23. It has to make a roll of 23 or higher. Its own intimidate check.
Oh, so that's how that works. Intimidate versus intimidate.
Usually that is at the very least. Let me see. Oh no, wait, it gets a DC. Right. Usually it's a matter of you have to declare if you're like influencing their attitude, you're coercing them, you're demoralizing them. In this case,
Yeah. I guess in this case it's a coerce. Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay, no, not coerce, because coerce is one that requires time. Basically, you're browbeating somebody. In this case, it's influencing an opponent's attitude. You can use intimidate to force an opponent to act friendly towards you for 1d6 times 10 minutes. Successful check. The DC is 10 plus the target's hit die plus the target's wisdom modifier. I believe there is there's something about factoring intimidation in there. would be its own wisdom modifier is +2. So its DC would be 21. Actually, no, it would be 20. Okay. All right. Also, perception check from Flick.
Perception.
Yes.
All right.
More guys. Yippee!
Okay. It's roll its stealth this time. You actually managed to spot it. You are not flat-footed by this. As another one surfaces, slithering up the bank, and then puts a spear to your back.
How bloody hell. All right. Of course, there's bloody more of you.
It looks to be rather nervous about having the dragon behind it, but it still puts a spear to your back, knowing that its allies have it, and also the fact that they have you at spear point as well as your friend hostage. It seems nervous, but at the same time coordinated. Flick, however, your demonstrations of a threat against the one holding Chico, it's looking probably less secure, having two potential people with weapons to it. But it seems to be rather certain in it having backup, and this is probably not the last of it. It does, however, one second. It's going to try a diplomacy check. It rolls a 1.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it proceeds to make gestures towards you, Flick, as gestures which are not immediately recognizable to you, but you're pretty sure you see it gesture to Chico at one point and then run its thumb across its throat.
The air crackles. No.
Oh.
But contrary to that, Chico, you feel the constriction around you loosen slightly.
Interesting. I'm not saying nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm angry.
Okay.
This is how fight starts. The aggressors, they gotta learn. They're gonna learn something today.
Please don't shock the people. Maybe we can come to a diplomatic resolution with this bullshit.
Sadly, we
Hopefully.
don't speak their language.
Listen. All I'm saying is, if by chance my friends here weren't in my range, all I'm saying.
Sure, that would do
Listen,
wonders.
all I'm
for
saying.
Population.
Yeah, all I'm saying, if this area was for some reason lacking my allies, all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
This very indescript area. Let me flash it a few more times just so you can really get an idea of where you should not be.
Anyways, Mallory's turn.
Yeah, I'm conflicted as to how I'm supposed to react to this, but
I
given
want to
that
try
one-
maybe communicating with them, but that's next my turn thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd love to do something, but 10 initiative.
Yeah.
What do you want to do, Mallory?
Given that given that no one's really attacked yet and everyone's kind of pussyfooting around,
Well, there
he
goes the
kind
diploma.
of, I think that he would be able to draw the conclusion that neither part, like, for some reason, Flick is hesitant. And the salamanders themselves could have just freaking ganged
Dragged.
up on
Could've-
the two of them.
Or dragged like Chico down to the lava, for instance.
Yeah, or dragged her down to the lava, or just dropped her. So since they're not hostile, and I don't want to get burned again, he's gonna pretty much use the universal language of gestures to try and get them out of the situation. So he's first going to get off of Esmeralda. He's going to stow away his weapons. He's going to recall where they are. And then slowly, with his hands raised, 2, 3, and also just closing his eyes as he, gets on the bridge and now knows that he is on the bridge. Come here and try to gently, place a hand on the snake's, whatever he's grappling her with, and try and gently ease her out of it.
Okay. Roll me a diplomacy. I'm going to say a perception, which is, since you've closed your eyes, going to come at a penalty.
Okay. That's a very bad roll. That is a very bad roll for perception.
Yep. It is as a result of that very bad roll that you only barely hear the clink of a spear come up against the back of your neck.
Mm-hmm. And then for diplomacy, I got an 18. That is also a terrible roll.
For those still on the cart, the salamanders here have their weapons pointed at your allies, but they do continue to keep an eye over their shoulders and seemingly warning you back with hissing language. There is a moment of tension. Let's see how they receive this. The two between the wagon and those on the bridge seem unconvinced. The one choking the life out of Chico seems to be confused at first by Mallory trying to ease the coils off of Chico. And then this one here hisses something towards the one grappling Chico, and they exchange looks, some more hissing, and they look uncertain but not ready to disengage. But at the very least, the spear at Vark's neck isn't pressing into his flesh, it's just there under his chin.
Is it possible to derive what they're talking about through a linguistics roll?
Sure. You can surmise, given the short staccato exchanges of what you assume to be words, that they're having a quick, like there's a questioning lilt to the one that has Vark at spear point. And it seems to be some sort of exchange of uncertainties, a discussion, a quick questioning, something of something being questioned and both becoming more uncertain of something as a result.
Okay.
Hi, Siren. Okay. It's Kit's turn.
I'm not last. I'm not last.
What's Kit gonna do?
Oh, whoops. I don't like it.
Ocean.
Yada yada yada. Kid's gonna move there. And is going to hold up a potion. Or I guess actually not a potion, but a what is it called? What are the alchemist spells? Yeah, infusion.
An extract.
Infusion. Extract, that's it.
Yeah, extract. Yeah. Infusion is when you can use that on allies or yourself.
Yep. Kit's gonna hold up an extract and stay there, not move. Just very clearly holding the extract. And that's gonna end the turn.
Okay.
Alrighty, I know what salamanders are. Would I know if that are these guys typically bilingual? Would I know would they know anything else? Like any local languages?
That would be a further knowledge planes. You know generally what you can expect in a fire-soaked area. You don't know the particulars of salamander culture.
Aneurysm time. Let's go. 36.
If I don't see blood, if I don't see blood come out of those ears, you're not working hard enough, boy.
So, giving yourself a quick migraine, you know that salamanders tend to be a pretty insular culture. They tend to restrict themselves, as it's the only place they can usually tend to live and thrive, to places that are extremely hot. As a result, they don't tend to be surrounded by many other intelligent cultures, although they are intelligent and quite capable themselves. But they don't tend to speak other languages. Common, no, they're not usually connected to the larger sociological sphere enough to find a need to learn it, besides maybe the odd salamander merchant or diplomat. And they make their way outside of their natural homes very infrequently, because it usually takes some form of constant magic to keep them from cooling off and dying as a result of it. As a result, as a culture, they tend to solely speak Ignan. Doesn't make them impossible for them to communicate further, and they do have capable shamans and mages that they often have among their group. As a result, they actually are rather in tune with their fire elemental ancestors, and usually have, in a large enough salamander village, a strong coterie of shamans.
Okay, with that in mind, still, I'm gonna try to use both Astron, since it's an elemental language I know to a degree, and then Draconic, just because they might have had contact with a dragon, considering Orthos is here, or someone related to him. So I'm gonna try both of those, and I'm just gonna say we're just trying to cross, and I'm just gonna say that in both languages, and just try to.
What are you trying? Are you trying linguistics, diplomacy?
I could try linguistics, but I'm speaking a separate language. I'm just trying both of those two things to see if that can help. And see if
you're firing off short key phrases in Astron and Draconic.
Yeah.
The kind of stuff you could have out of like a tourist phrase book, more or less.
Yeah.
Okay, give me a diplomacy.
Okay. Do I want to get my... Wait, can I get myself an aneurysm for this as well?
Does it require any sort of action?
Nah, I can't use it for this. We're good. Yeah, it's whatever. I have a plus 19 to diplomacy. Let's see where this takes me. 19.
Okay.
Or no, 19 is what I rolled, but 27. Yeah. Or 8 is plus 19. Yeah.
You step down from the wagon. You attempt to cool tensions further, trying to not bring out some phrases, trying to maybe catch their attention or like at least get across that you're trying to communicate. And while at Astron they have no recognition of what you're saying, and there is now multiple voices in the din of interaction here, it's when you speak off short phrases of Draconic that, in particular, these two here get their hackles up and seem to be more on guard. They don't seem terribly surprised, but they seem on guard. These two here are still in the depths of their conversation.
Hmm. I see.
Okay. Is that your turn?
I mean, what other actions would I technically have left for this?
You would have, I suppose, a move action.
Again, I guess in that case, I'm just gonna arms up, very, very much non-threatening, not towards my blade or anything. I'm just gonna try to just looks at the two, and then I just kind of eye Chico like ahead, like look at you, and then I eye Chico, just while my hands are up.
Okay.
Yeah. And I want to try to move close. And I just want to essentially just try to move close to Chico and try to do what Mallory did.
Okay. To kind of like body language demonstrate that you want him to release Chico.
Yeah. Yeah, release, just try to do like weird signs, just trying to with my hands saying that, hey, release him, and then just try and like he like try to make like a weird motion, be like speak. Like he pointed at Chico, just like, trying to make like speaking motions with his hands.
Once I get the ability to start speaking, I'm gonna
moment.
the fox. One.
The fox.
Danger.
Fox one. Says.
One. Fuck. Oh. Damn it.
It is then you hear hissing chanting further up the path, and then a monstrous crack as blue lightning comes down, hits the magma in the river next to you guys. In a demonstration of some very weird looking magic, you see the blue lightning arc through the magma, and you see it immediately solidify and raise. The ground trembles as a result. You feel the bridge test its durability for a moment. All those on it will feel it quake, and its stability would be very much in question for just a couple of shakes. The lightning dissipates, and you all see another salamander atop the guard tower further up the path, holding up a staff of what looks to be something like wood. And its voice echoes down from the tower, again in Ignan. And after a tense pause, the other salamanders, not looking very at ease, stand down.
At this point, wait, when they stand down, am I released?
The salamander does slowly unwrap its coils from you, Chico.
at this point, I'm gonna show I'm very visibly annoyed. I'm going to pull my book out, my spell book, and not like an aggressive draw, but kind of just like, like a slow draw.
Mm-hmm.
Not aggressive,
but very irritating.
And yeah, I'm just gonna use one of my arcane points because that's all I use it for nowadays. Change one of my spells on the fly. Spread of view. And where is the speech? There it is.
Mm-hmm.
And if everything goes without interruption, I like to eventually end up casting elemental speech.
Shouldn't be an issue. It's a standard action.
And so, well, more so, more so the fact that, hey, the wizards doing magic.
Yeah, that does get their hackles up for a moment. The one with the Spirit of Bark does seem a little bit alarmed at the book coming out as you make a motion with your hand and start to chant something. But the one that was previously constricting you says something to him, and he keeps his spear point down.
Because so you converse with any errand. Okay, making sure it did what I expect it does. All right, Alakazam, elemental speech now is active for 9 minutes.
Okay, you can now speak.
Hello.
The two in front of you, Checo, they look alarmed at first as the one with the spear motions towards you and says, "See, I told you they speak. This guy, I thought they were just speaking gibberish." And again, over the like from the tower above, you hear, "I commanded you stand down." As you all see the figure from before take to the air and fly its way over, descending to touch down on the bridge.
Hi, hello. Are you the boss of these folks here?
I am the leader of this guard post, yes.
Can I ask why I was so abruptly attacked? Why, when I tried to fix the situation, I was unable to get to my spellbook to not only try to communicate with you, but instead I was aggressed upon.
The one with the staff, which you recognize as being made of petrified wood, at first seems fairly affronted at your tone. It closes its eyes, breathes out a deep breath, and then says, "First of all, outsider, you've come into our lands, unannounced, without prior representation, and with no intermediary. You are in our home, crossing our border, in what is clearly a guard post. And when one of my guards addressed you, he went ignored. He then engaged you, questioned you, and you were unable to respond. Forgive me if my guard is trained not to allow someone who would potentially potentially cast magic to have access to it and deal irreparable harm to one of my people. So, outsider, I suggest you watch your tone before we find reason to actually aggress you. Now, let's try again like civilized people. Right. We are salamanders of the Iksha tribe. Welcome to our lands. What is your purpose here?"
We're We're trying to get through this land because we have been summoned by a dragon.
It looks up to where Vair is perched, seemingly ready to take off. Were it not for the one sitting over there, I would consider you insane for saying so, and perhaps a bit self-aggrandizing, but suppose I take that at face value. What could a dragon possibly want with you besides... No, wrong brood, can't be. No, what could a dragon possibly want with you here? Which dragon?
I'm gonna look towards Karya real quick. Hey Karya, is it alright if I, tell them the dragon we're after?
You're
wait,
muted.
yeah, Karya's not here.
He's muted.
Yeah, I'm muted. Sorry, I'm muted. I see no reason why we shouldn't.
Orthos. Oh, yeah, Orthos. Alright,
We're
so
already
turn back
stuck.
around. Have you ever heard, the dragon Orthos?
He is known to us, yes?
Yeah, that's the one who's called us.
That seems unlikely.
Well, why else would visitors be coming across into the Firegrove Valley? It's not
Agreed.
exactly hospitable for us.
Agreed. Hostile intentions, as it has been many times before, and why we have a guard post here.
There is a tower there. What do you need to show as proof? What do you want? We'll
Did
see what
this
we.
dragon leave you with some?
Yeah.
Did Orthos leave you with some token, something of passage, something that could excuse you through here?
You know, tokens, token of
Siren will
passage.
approach.
Yeah, so then Drago will go, Siren!
Excuse me.
The rest of you back off. This bridge is already tenuous as it is. You motions towards Siren. Approach.
Siren, is he speaking in common or is it all?
It's an all
is it still
enigma.
elemental? All right. He says approach. This guy's a little. He's very official, so.
Oh, she cast elemental speech on only herself. I thought it was like a whole.
No, it's not a communal spell.
It's only a personal spell.
Yeah, no.
I see.
And at this point, can I tell my friends that they can back off this bridge since it's so tenuous?
And I shall command mine to vacate the bridge as well.
All right, Drago will turn around and all right, back it up. Bridge is tenuous.
Back into the water. And with that, they seem reluctant, but the salamanders do dip off the side, making way for the others. Now, motions a claw towards Siren, and then curls it towards themselves. Approach.
Come on, Siren.
She approach.
This one, which Kanabos would recognize as being fitting the description of a shaman, with a staff made of petrified wood, and at least a more proud posture than the other salamanders, approaches Siren, slithering forward on the rock, bringing one heated claw up to Siren, inspecting her. Where's this token? Does she bear it? Does she have it?
Isn't I guess out of character, isn't there like a mark on her neck?
Yes.
Yeah, she'll lift her chin to show it.
The
Then
salamander's
Get
glowing
close to kind of point.
the salamander's glowing irises shift. Baby. The salamander's glowing irises shift as it inspects the mark on her neck, which is now passively glowing with a soft amber light. It seems to inspect further a At one point, Siren, you feel the thing's claw trace along the outer contours of the dragon scale on your neck.
That feels warm.
I recognize this magic. It seems you are speaking the truth. As it pulls back, claw first and then body. You speak the truth, outsider, that this does not necessarily exonerate you all from the unannounced trespass. Far be it from me and my people.
We don't know any of the local customs.
Then perhaps next time you should learn. But far be it from me and my people to get between a dragon and his pilgrims. You may pass through here, meet your dragon, and if you should survive the encounter, pass through again. But next time you wish to pass through, or if you should know of any others that wish to do the same, have them speak someone who can speak our. Have them send somebody that can speak our language first. Then we can avoid further confrontations like this. Does that sound
noted
reasonable?
For next time?
Excellent.
And yes, it does.
As he once more lifts off the ground, not all too dissimilar to Siren when she's floating in her waddle form, though now with a humanoid upper half that drifts alongside the serpentine one. Go on, pass through, if you wish. Don't tarry. The valley consumes those who overstay their welcome.
Flick just mutters to Kanabos and just says, "Oh, jeez, no wonder people don't come around here."
Yeah, not good company.
The other salamanders dip back below the Earth's blood.
Ooh, I oughta. Insert fangled, like the old school arm wave, fist in the air, like, oh, I oughta.
Why I oughta. Yeah. So.
Alright. I was gonna say, alright, we can cross. Locals aren't very friendly.
You don't say.
I couldn't tell by the spears to our throats. Anyways, can we just get can we go with our original plans and get this thing across?
I agree. Everyone, what's it called? It's gonna called. What was I thinking?
I believe Siren
I
wanted
guess
to
I'm
reinforce
going
it.
to ask. I was gonna say and suggest we
I
pass over.
will mention, when we spoke with them, did anyone bother to ask if they knew where Orthos was?
No.
No.
Yeah, I couldn't say anything because I can't speak it.
Take up my head.
To be fair, knowing those folks, they wouldn't have said nothing.
They seem kind of mean.
They're very aggressive. Does this look like an guard outpost to you? Does this?
No.
No, and I suggest we just keep on going. We have to meet a dragon after all, and from the sounds of it, you've all been keeping him waiting for a long time. Let's not keep him waiting for longer, shall we?
He's an ancient dragon. He's probably waiting for a few things for a while now.
Fair enough.
I want to wave everyone over. People first, because if with the way the guard was saying, with all the folks on the bridge, they didn't want that many people on the bridge. So come over 1 by 1, 2 by 2, whatever, small groups. We'll send the cart last. Everything's separate.
like immediately walks his way over.
Thank you. Kit 2 will eventually just make her way over.
Okay then. So, if Karya wants to get this wagon across the bridge, that's going to require an animal handling or handle animal.
Yeah, I had figured as much. Wow.
That's not great. That's a 14.
Wait. Damn.
I didn't need this card anyway. Fucking good luck, everybody else.
What do you mean? Hold on. What is the modifier for handle animal? Is it wisdom?
Yes.
Charisma?
It was a wisdom roll. I have a plus 13 on it.
Does calm emotions work on animals?
Yes, potentially.
It does.
Looking for calm emotions. I think it's second level. Yes, it is second level.
Also, because I'm petty. That lightning, that wizard, that shaman's lightning bolt didn't even look good.
Mm-hmm.
Fake wizard, not even good. Can't even shoot good lightning. SMH.
SMH.
That lightning was not real. Fake news.
Well, people say my lightning is the best, the greatest even. People say that all the time. They have the greatest lightning, the biggest lightning.
The biggest lightning, the best lightning. It's pretty good.
Everybody says it about me. I've got the best lightning all the time, everywhere. I mean, he's got the worst lightning. He's got sleepy lightning. Everybody says it. Everybody knows it. He's got sleepy lightning. Crooked lightning.
Listen. Listen, all I'm saying is I mean before I mean
speaking of what else is crooked.
Uh-oh.
The wagon gets about halfway across the bridge. And you manage to get the horses. They're fine. Even after the spook with the salamanders. They're okay. They very calmly, very carefully pull the wagon across. Very aware of the fact that if the thing goes off the side, they will be pulled into the lava with it. And then some of the packed stone and earth underneath one of the wheels begins to shift. The wagon wheel goes across one of the thinner edges of the bridge, and then the ground underneath that wheel begins to slide out from underneath it. Before the horses can yank and pull it, correct it, the wheel slides down, and rather than just hanging down over the side, it catches a rock on the edge, and the wheel snaps in half. So now the wagon is hanging one corner over the side of the bridge, and it's missing a wheel.
Good
I don't
thing
care about
if
your
the
running
vehicle
start.
comes with a spare wheel.
Do we have a spare wheel?
I remember us getting one in the past, actually.
You were advised to get several spares.
Yeah, I remember.
Any which way. If push comes to shove, what's the wheel made of?
What's it? It's just wood.
Wood and metal.
Yeah. It is metal?
It does have metal reinforcing it.
Okay, well, push comes to shove, I can fix it. Be it do I repair? Uh-oh.
What's wrong?
Is that another arcane point I'm hearing?
Well, I don't use them for anything else, so I don't really care about that. But I don't think I I think I just don't have that spell.
I know Kit does.
She used.
Pretty sure she still has it. She used it on the engine.
No, that was before. That was her last act as the as that class.
Ah.
Yeah.
What's the name of the spell?
Let's not
make whole.
Don't think too much about that. Make whole.
Make whole.
Don't think too much about that.
I just want to check something real quick. Oh, push comes to shove. Siren can cast it.
What cast what?
Make whole.
Yes.
Well, what I was going to suggest either way was I could either I do have minor creation, and it lets me create vegetable matter, which I think would count because that's one of the materials that's being used for the spell. So I should be able to create a new wheel. Push comes to shove.
It just would be a weaker one that wouldn't necessarily be able to take the full weight.
I could have sworn though we got another wheel though.
If we're advised to get several, I imagine we'd get several.
Yeah, no, I just remember from a long time ago we talked about and we got it. From this is like way back though.
Like way back when you first got the wagon, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty.
Meanwhile, while this is being discussed, Vair comes from the back, rolls a 20, proceeds to grab the back of the wagon with his teeth, and then just leverage it up. And Karya, I would like another handle animal.
Oh. Wait, what was that last bit? I heard that Vair lifted it off with his teeth, but then my mic did handle animal. Here we go.
Then, while that's happening, can I cast Mage Hand to how much can Mage Hand? It's like.
Oh, that's much better. There we go. Yeah,
significantly better.
I figured it out. It just took a minute.
Vair,
I swear this has never happened before.
Picks up the back half of the wagon where one of the wheels is broken, and kind of almost wheeling the wagon across the bridge, and taking a good amount of the weight off of the horses, proceeds to help the wagon across the bridge until you manage to get to the other side and begin swapping out the wheel. Let me see, move Flick here out of the way.
If while that happens, if possible, can I Mage Hand some of the broken bits of the tire, the wheel?
Sure, the bits that haven't fallen into the lava?
Yeah.
Sure.
Neato.
The bits that you lift them off of the bridge itself. And yeah, it'll take you another, like, with the assistance of the living jack that is Karya or Vair, swap out the wheel for a new one over the course of maybe, like 5 to 10 minutes. And then whoever wishes to take over the duty while you are traveling may then continue to repair the broken wheel with the assistance of Make Whole.
I'm gonna grab Siren by the shoulders. Siren, I need you cast Make Whole.
Why can't we just dig one?
And Siren says, "But we've already been in your holes, Trico."
Mr. Boss, we've already been in your holes.
I cast Instant House on the. Wait, which one said the one I didn't like? One of the two. You said something I didn't like. Nah,
it's probably
I think that's the whole party at this point, really.
Somebody said something that upset me. Who was it? Everybody raises their hand.
This is why lightning.
Damn, I can't create houses. Is it? Well, I don't even need lightning bolt. See, that's the fun part. I don't even need a lightning bolt for that.
Okay. So yeah, you can get the wheel swapped out, and then once the broken wheel is taken off, you can proceed to repair it with Make Whole. That is funny. And then you can get rolling again. I'm going to assume everybody gets back in, or perhaps waits till you get out for the next bridge.
You know what? Yeah, no, that's another bridge. Yeah, might as well address.
This one's actually constructed.
Yeah.
For a second there, I was expecting Chaiko to just kick it into the lava. With how she backed up.
I would never.
Never.
I would like
Now,
to
if it was
eat
one
the
of those,
lava.
now if it was one of those dang, not kobolds. No, these rapscallions.
Oh, the salamanders, yes.
Yeah, them lizards. Actually, no, they wouldn't be lizards, would they?
I mean...
Knowledge roll. I want to know what it is. No, I'm not doing this.
I think Kanabos could tell you it's an elemental.
Well, not elemental.
More like badamentals.
I like that one.
Or no,
keeping that.
badamanders.
We're keeping that one too.
I throw myself into the lava.
Well, actually, yeah, I forgot the technical term in this world is outsider. Yeah, that would be an outsider, though.
Well, there's there are elementals, but yeah, these guys would be considered outsiders.
Yeah. Yeah, fire outsiders, yeah.
More like saxamanders. They all use saxophones.
Kill you. I'll just kill you dead.
Listen, all I'm saying is this trip would have been a lot easier if the salamanders weren't here. All I'm saying.
Yes, it would have been such a breeze. Say, looking around to all the lava around you.
You see, the lava's here because of them.
Yeah, they call it water.
What are you gonna do? Build a wall?
Yeah, they call it.
We should have showed them what water was.
Listen, I'm dancing around that topic.
Fucking conquer Vorhaste. Conquer Vorhaste. Did I say that right, Lynn? Did I do it?
I don't know what you said at the end there, but sure.
Fire salamander.
Oh, Firegrove.
Yeah, Firegrove. Yeah,
yeah, fur paste or whatever he's.
Yeah, Firegrove.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll shimmer now. It's freaking salamanders.
For no reason. Out of curiosity. Alright, yeah.
Anyways, we don't have to look at them. We don't have to talk to them. We can go. We can go across the other bridge now. Yip yip hooray.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hooray.
We continue offward.
How do they even eat?
That's a good question.
Okay, so where do we go next?
We have to keep going north. We gotta go check out this mountain.
Okay, let's go. Go.
We going.
Check up. As you move past the tower, a glyph of some sort lights up on the side of it. And what you see is the decently drawn head of a dragon with a arrow pointing directly down the road.
Well, isn't that convenient?
Listen, be glad it's convenient. Okay, nobody thought to answer the question, to ask the important question.
Yeah, if you were to look up, you would see... You don't know what smug looks like on a salamander, but you think you see it on the shaman's face.
I don't want to glare at him. I want my dislike to be known. I'm a day one hater.
The salamander is still in a upright posture, no lazy look or anything like that. But for a moment, it seems to arch its eyebrows as if communicating, yes, and what are you going to do?
I pour several water buckets on its face.
God, I'll kill you all.
I throw a Molotov cocktail full of water at it.
So water bottle.
So a water balloon.
Yes.
No, it's
Water
very
balloon
different.
Fight.
No, see, it's a reverse Molotov cocktail.
Ah, yes, of course.
It's still a bottle, but only with water.
Almost like a bottle of water.
Bottle.
Anyways, yeah.
It's a bottle.
I'm gonna keep eye contact. I'm gonna keep eye contact with the salamander.
Introducing the water pop cocktail.
It's the Vatalam cocktail.
Is this
good? Yeah.
Very weird question. I know.
Mm-hmm.
What's this area like? Well, I guess that works. Like in this area, is that ground or is that like?
It's a
like
slope of solid
ground?
stone.
Slope of solid. All right, works enough. Good enough. While looking at him, I want to put an arcane mark. I'm gonna cast arcane mark.
Oh.
Yeah. Just gonna. That's it.
Just cross through the marking.
No, not the dragon mark. The unless that's where the dragon mark is.
Well, yeah, that would be where you would see it. Yes.
Oh. That.
What were you trying to communicate?
I'm unhappy. Simple as. I can make marks. I can.
Michael, you're always unhappy.
You know what? Well,
you're always unhappy.
Okay.
That's true.
Yeah. Gonna.
You see the salamander look over the edge of the tower, turn its head, as if to try and figure out what you're drawing. It looks confused for a moment, and then you think you see the moment where Rit figures out that it's looking at it upside down.
I'll wave him down. I know that MF still has fly active. I know he still has fly active.
Mm-hmm. The salamander's free hand comes up, and it seems to then make its own gesture. It says something under its breath. Fire crackles at its fingertips, and then proceeds to draw little stink lines coming off of the unhappy face.
This is war. If I come back, we're tossing hands.
This is not war.
No, Checo's gonna toss his salad.
Not war.
What the fuck, bro?
Okay, we need to get out of here. We're getting too distracted.
Please.
I agree. Next scene.
You see further something written you see something written come up. You swear is Ignan, and proceeds to, in a jagged script, write out next to it, and then an arrow point towards the stinky face. You can't read it. Says, while there's done, the repairs on the cart finish. At one point, one of the salamanders pops up out from the magma. Seems to pose a question to the shaman. The shaman points down. The salamander, the guard salamander, asks a question of some sort. The shaman says something back to him, and then the guard salamander proceeds to point at the unhappy face and then at Chaiko. The shaman says something, and then the salamander proceeds to laugh and dive back into the magma.
Damn.
So anyway,
I can smell the XP. I can smell the XP.
What XP? We work on milestone.
I can smell the milestone.
There's no milestone for murdering a man who called you smelly, which, let's be fair, you probably do stink.
I mean, the Oni smelt it.
I was more so saying because, we're in Firegrove and, foxes don't tend to sweat.
They were sweating before the elemental protection kicked in. You guys haven't gotten a shower since you left the city, so Anyway, I presume then you venture across the bridge with the wagon, yes?
Yes, let's just get on out of here before Chaiko ends up either,
Starting
falling in love or killing this man. Yeah.
So anyway, it is another tight fit, this time with actual raised walls at the side, which both presents an issue and solves one. The wheel won't go off the side this time. It will, however, scrape up against the edges of the wagon. It was not against the edges of the bridge. Though this bridge was not made for a cart of your size.
Put it on top of the bridge. Have it ride the railings.
No.
Oh, good. Okay, we've got
Tony
the cart
Orthos
across.
is pro cart master.
Drift the cart across the bridge.
Kansai Drifto.
Okay, hear me out. Now we extend it.
I will say I won't ask for any further checks. It will be a tight squeeze, but as it is properly manufactured, and it just takes careful maneuvering, the horses will get it across no problem. Then we can move on before Chaiko starts an international incident.
Good.
No, that's real. That is real.
Oh, sure, yes.
Where to go?
But you guys continue on.
I would make an attack roll against you as a joke, but I know damn well the moment I do, I'm gonna get a crit.
You're gonna get a crit, and you're gonna immediately chop her head off.
I hope it rains. That's the best non-aggressive thing I think I could say.
Mm-hmm.
Where was the dragon head, by the way?
It was up on the ground against the side of the
I should clarify. We're probably heading the direction then that it was pointing.
Yes, which is just directly continuing down the road you were going down anyway.
Perfect. Okay. We shall continue forward then.
You keep trundling on. We will wrap up soon, as it is after midnight on the European side.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Detriments of starting an hour
late. A universal language.
But yes, so you guys continue on. I want to say, right, as you make your way further into Firegrove, the hazards get more numerous. You see vents of magma, geysers of boiling water, bubbling mud pits. Every now and again you see creatures come out. Most avoid you. Some come this way or that. You see at one point what looks to be some sort of flaming dough spring out, only be tackled by what looks to be a blazing crocodile emerging from one of the mud pits and then dragging it back in. As it turns to evening, the cloud cover, a mix of actual clouds and ash from the constant volcanic spume, becomes darker and thicker, and eventually, as it gets towards nightfall, you see large cracks of electricity in the ash cloud, and it begins almost non-stop to thunder as lightning bolts hit the peaks of the mountains repeatedly all around you. It rumbles the earth. It knocks away boulders. Yeah, that's volcanic lightning for you. As it just non-stop continues, as the temperature and the air pressure continues to change, causing a non-stop volcanic lightning storm, which in turn seems to aggravate the volcanoes, as like when it was nighttime and you tried to sleep before, it sets off the volcanoes and smaller ones begin to erupt. This does mean, however, you're going to have to seek high ground as brand new lava flows begin to, well, flow and pool all around you, and, well, you'd probably best be served by being somewhere high up until the eruptions stop. So it is, chasing higher ground, that you actually come up to a bluff where you're able to park the wagon with relative little issue. The mammoth horses are struggling with the amount of weight behind them and the inclines of this place, but they still soldier on well enough.
Well, now I know I can cast Light an Object.
Mm-hmm. And then a further problem happens as the larger volcano above you on this peak also proceeds to erupt. And the lava continues to rise. And before you're able to throw down the hut and continue and get a good night's sleep, you're further chased up and up and up. As more than just a constant rise of lava, the crisscrossing streams all over the place threaten to burn you. Even through Orthos' protection, you can feel the heat. Clearly the magic protects you from the ambient temperature, but against the lava, you're not quite so sure. And then something unexpected catches your eye as the horses continue to pull the wagon up a trail. In a fork, in a deep, craggy pass, you swear you see rooftops. Now, question becomes, you think you see buildings. Do you go after that, or do you continue trying to find a safer place to sleep for the night?
I mean, if we're seeing buildings, we should probably at least check it out. Are we aware of any civilizations that properly are established in Firegrove?
Well, I did mention before that there might be some. You're not, they don't tend to have very constant contact with the outside world, so it's possible there are people who live here, and it's sometimes known that people will set up shop here if they're like of a lineage that is resistant to fire or immune to fire. Like it's known that some tribes of of Ifrit sometimes live here, or other people who are touched by the flame of fire. So maybe there's no existing diplomatic relations with any such villages or nations.
I might be able to use that to my advantage.
Kanabos would probably be the most familiar if there were any sort of like fringe cultures living here. But you're pretty sure there isn't, or at least you don't know any to do.
Wait, what about me? Sorry?
you guys are passing through a section of the valley where you spy rooftops, and Karya asked if you guys knew any like cultures or people that lived here within the valley, and the short answer was kind of, sort of. If they are, most people don't know about them because they don't have regular contact with the outside world. But there may be tribes of, say, Ifrit or any other plane touched who are immune to fire living here.
I was gonna say maybe I could roll like knowledge history potentially, but it's whatever. It's fine either way. We can just keep on going.
I would say Canibus wouldn't be familiar with anybody living within Firegrove.
All right.
So yeah, if you wish to go and inspect it, you may.
I mean, it's getting probably late. I mean, I guess we have to find a place to stay anywhere.
It is now nighttime, yes.
Yeah, it might be good for us to just, take care of it. Just go and head somewhere where we think there might be shelter. Even if there's literally no one there, sleeping in some kind of shelter is better than just,
Okay.
Yeah, well, it might be occupied, even if it seems empty at first. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, if it is, that should be fine. In fact, that might be better.
I don't know. If you left, to go get groceries and you came back and you had a squatter in your house.
Squatter's rights. Okay. You keep ascending. You take the path where you see rooftops, and as you do, the view widens further and further. You see more roofs. You see roads. You see more lava, but it's not rising, and that's encouraging. And as a matter of fact, you see more and more you see more and more of what this seems to be civilization. People as well. You see people. As you're cresting a slope, you now are looking down into what you recognize as being a full city, embedded into a caldera.
That seems unsafe.
On first sight, looks to be people going back and forth, many of whom immediately visible, some even to a point of almost like blending in with the lava in the background, are people with skin and hair and eyes that blaze, with like bronze brazen skin that shines against the light of the magma in the dark of night, stand out even more. And as you come along the path down towards the city, as I make this. They throw this together. Cool. As you come along the path, just down the road, looks to be you think, older looking man who approaches the wagon. Almost immediately, he seems to be like half running up, as he greets you arms wide as he says, travelers, welcome to Gumbo! And that's where I'll end the session.
Oh, good. All right.
I like the look of his eyes. He scares me.
I do not like that look in his eyes.
He's in a Afriti.
You turn it sideways to G for Gumbo.
Yes, thank you very much for playing. Went a little bit over time. Started a little bit late, but otherwise, yes, again, thank you for being here. This is Firegrove has been a bit. Firegrove has been a section of the campaign I've been waiting to get to for quite some time, and I'm looking forward to seeing how this plays out. So yes,
Good. Good.
Yeah,
Good. Well,
glad
I'm
we can get
excited
into the
to
meat of it
see.
now. You guys have had your first run-in with a foreign culture within Firegrove, and now another one. This is gonna go great. You guys gonna be diplomats yet?
We get to make so many friends, including Orthos.
Yes, absolutely. Orthos will be your best friend.
Yeah. Just for me to shake my finger in his face and go, "How dare you burn Karya? Shame on you, mister."
I don't think Karya even cares anymore.
I
Well, he doesn't care anymore. Here, see, I'll do it again.
That just means you internalize the abuse, Karya. I'll fix you.
I'm not fixing him.
See,
I'm
the
just
boy doesn't care. I'll
wagging
do
my
it again.
finger in his face. Oh no.
See, he doesn't care. I'll do it a third time.
Not again.
It's the equivalent of a stepfather throwing a beer bottle in his son's head and saying, "See, he doesn't care."
Oh god.
He
I'm
barely
just now
flinches
imagining
anymore.
a comic. I'm imagining it's like a comic strip.
He barely flinches anymore.
Yeah. We go to talk to Orthos, and then, Karya's just standing there looking up at him, and Orthos is like, "See, he doesn't care." And then there's a panel where it's just flames, and then the third panel is just a pile of ash with Karya's weapon.
Just lying there next to him. It's like, you always were a soft boy.
No.
So yes, we are now in Firegrove, which this will only go well. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. See you next Saturday, hopefully. And yeah, yeah, it depends. It will be a couple days after the New Year's, so we'll see how that works out. Hopefully it goes. But yes, optimistically, see you guys next Saturday. Thank you for being here. Thank you those who came, those who stayed, those who didn't. I will see you next time.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for running.
Bye.
Good night. And with that, I will usher us out.
Good night.
It's always a pleasure.